grew up in Egg Harbor, and a few years ago I moved to Chicago. And once you move away, you get this whole different appreciation for this place. I went to a school that literally the back door takes you into a state park. And it's not just any state park, it's Peninsula State Park, which is one of the gems of the state. But it was just, that's where you went for your Phi Ed class. That's where you did cross country. We would take field trips. You'd all get on a bus, you'd go 5 minutes and you'd be at the ridges, and you'd have Roy Lukes walking you through the trails of the ridges and teaching you all about the swales and the history behind it and the geology behind it. Later you realize as you're walking around now and you see a lady slipper and you think back to Roy Lukes pointing that out to you as a kid and telling you that it was something special. So it's ingrained in your life from the moment you're born up here.
The backbone of Door County is the Niagara Escarpment, and those are the bluffs. Sometimes they might reach 150 feet in height. And the bluffs have been home to a wide variety of small microclimates. So there are rare ferns and rare flowers, and then the associated wildlife that grows with them. Because of the number of state parks, there are 5 state parks, there are close to a dozen county parks, there are many land trust areas and nature conservancy areas, as well as private nature centers. And I think that's really its strength. There are other places with beautiful landscapes, but it's the opportunity to really interact with family and the people you really care about and forge memories. So that Door County is the context for the relationships that are most important to you.
The habitat in Door County is so varied that there is just a tremendous amount of bird species up here, both year-long residents, summer residents, and migratory birds. We have prairie-type areas, we have boreal forests, we have hardwood forests. Got a bunch of really great areas for different habitats for birds. The lake shores are amazing, and the lake shores are really good for the migratory birds as well. So they follow geographical features when they migrate. What better could you follow than a lake shore? So we have just, from tens and tens of different species that come through this area in the spring and fall on their migration to out along the Green Bay. You can see pelicans. With the state parks and all of the nature preserves and the land trust land, and there's so much land that's open to the public here for bird watching and just nature enjoyment in general that you can really pick and choose anywhere you want to be. Door County for bird watching is really top notch.
We have far less light pollution than most parts of the country, so that the night sky shows up very beautifully. We see many stars that people from the cities have never seen at all.
When you get out in Door County and you experience the night sky on a clear night, and you look up and you realize that we are just a grain of sand in the cosmos. And that's an emotional thing that people connect with very early in that experience. It gets that wow. People get that view and they go, oh my gosh, I've never seen it that way.
Another thing that's unique about our sky compared to many parts of the country is that we're far enough north that we have a better shot at seeing some good views of the Aurora Borealis, the northern lights. People that have never seen the Milky Way before, or perhaps never even seen more than a few stars in the sky at a time, come up here and they're amazed, wowed by what you're able to see here.
The best thing to do is to get out, and when we've got a clear sky here in Door County, it's just absolutely amazing.
There's 2 things that Door County has that really separate it from a lot of other places that bring people back, and that's the people and the natural environment.
Place without memory adds up to no more than a site on a map, a simple geographic location. It's when experience is introduced into that place that people begin to remember it and begin to care about it enough to preserve it.